We're firing it up with Nashville Hot Chicken. I'm Carol Yelverton. Welcome to Hungry for Travel TV. People cannot get enough of this spicy fried chicken. It's coated with a sweet, salty, hot as you want to make it sauce that turns this into a flavor bomb. Let's start with a dry brine. It's our first chance to season the chicken, so it's a really important step. So I've got a couple of ingredients here. The idea is we're not going to marinate. We're going to put just spices on the chicken, then we're going to let it sit in for quite a while. So I have just a little bit of sugar that's going to go in, because again, we're talking about spicy, sweet, salty flavors. So we're going to do that right now. And then we're going to put a good amount of salt in. And one thing when you cook with chicken, if you're roasting a chicken, whatever you're doing, if you salt it first and let it sit in the salt, you're going to get a really moist piece of meat. So we've got a good amount of salt going in there. And then we have some spices. So I have some garlic powder, I have some onion powder, and then some black pepper. So I'm just gonna whisk that up together. And then I have got some chicken that's ready to be brined. Ta-da, here in a Ziploc bag, which is such a great way to let our foods get ready for cooking. So that's all gonna go in here. Shake it around, have some fun with it. I'm gonna move these other spices off while I do that. See, that's great. So now this is pretty good to go. And so what I would do is just put this in the refrigerator, and I let it sit for 24 hours sometimes. I'm not afraid to do that. And what you get is something really just moist and wonderful. You can leave it for up to 8 hours too, that's fine. But just give it enough time to sit in this salt and spice mixture, because it's gonna make a real difference in the end product. So I have some chicken that's already been brined, and now it's gonna be all about the breading. And this is one of the really fun parts. So right here, I have 2 eggs and a cup of buttermilk. And I really love to use buttermilk here. It really goes into the meat and it makes it really tender and wonderful. I'm not gonna add more salt because we've got enough salt here. But it's time to start thinking about hot chicken, baby. So we've got hot sauce. And now here's the thing, with the hot sauce, there are people who, they have the hottest Nashville fried chicken. It is burning hot, and they love it. But not all of us are gonna like that. And so what I always say about heat is that start low, you can always go up. So right now we have a chance with this hot sauce to start. So I'm gonna throw a little bit in here, and then you, if you love the heat, just keep adding some more. You can go maybe up to 3 tablespoons if you want, or 3 teaspoons, whatever, but just kind of, pace it to what is comfortable for you when you're eating hot food. So we have that all set, and that looks beautiful. All right, and so now what we're gonna do is start our breading process. So I have just 2 pieces here, just because I wanna show you how it's going. And I'm gonna start to really make sure the heat goes up now. We're gonna want the heat to be really, really hot in this, about 325 degrees. I use an induction stove here, which heats up really, really fast. But the idea is that you wanna keep a watch on the heat, and I actually use, I know it's a candy thermometer, but it works, to get it up to that temperature, because it's hotter than you think. It's hotter than you normally saute foods with, for instance. So now we're just gonna let this get some beautiful buttermilk and egg on it, and hot sauce, honey. Yeah, just like they do in Nashville. All right, that's lovely. And then I have a mixture here of flour and cornstarch. And this is about 2 cups of flour to about 1/2 cup of cornstarch. And the cornstarch, it just gives the crispness to the coating that we want. So we have a nice flour breading here, but with that little bit of cornstarch, that's gonna make it really beautiful. So I have this here, and then we'll just get the other one going while we let our heat really churn up. So I'm gonna get this going even higher. And again, it's gonna go up real high for us because it's this special induction cooking. All right, and I'm just doing a couple of pieces. Normally you'd work with, say, a 3-pound fryer. What I do too, if the breasts are really big on a chicken, if I can't just get the right size, or even with a fryer, I will go, well, first of all, I'll ask the butchers to slice it for me, so they'll cut it up, but I'll also ask them if they'll slice the breast in half, because it's just you're gonna get more breading, first of all, crispy, crunchy, and it just is easier and more fun to eat, I find, than one big piece. Okay, so this is smoking now, so we're at a good place for this. And I'm not going to do the thermometer because I can already tell that we're where we want to be. So we're going to drop that in. Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear that is a wonderful sound. That is the sound of chicken frying. All right. So we're going to let that go a little bit. Now we're going to take a look at really what makes Nashville fried chicken, Nashville hot chicken different from any other fried chicken that you're going to have. And it is this wonderful sauce that we're going to put on the top. So I have some vegetable oil here. I'm going to add a couple of things to it. Here's the chance for your cayenne pepper. And again, you can go high or you can go low. I'm going to put just a little bit in just to get us started. Got some brown sugar. So again, we're thinking about salty, sweet, spicy flavors. Some paprika, it just warms it up. It gives it a nice warm element. I'll put in just a little bit of salt here. Again, don't over salt this. You can always add salt on. That's another thing you can add on. And then some nice freshly ground black pepper. So we're going to let this cook up. There, and get all nice and warm for us. Okay, looks beautiful. And now I'm going to just take a peek at the chicken. See how we're doing. See, it's already starting to brown up a little bit. I'm going to turn the heat down now. What I like to do is to let it really go in at a high heat and get that crisp thing going right away with the chicken. But we don't want it to burn. We don't want it to get, burned, and we don't want the chicken to become too dry or anything like that. So I turn it down to medium. Whoa, it's snapping. I turn it down to medium, and then I let it cook. Now, it's going to cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Your breast meat is going to be done sooner, maybe 16 minutes. What I do, and I swear by this, I know that there are wonderful cooks who don't need to do this, but I just like to, for food safety, I use a meat thermometer. Chicken is always done at 165 degrees. So that's what I'm going to be going for here. So again, I'm going to keep turning it. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'm not going to turn around and do other stuff. I've got my sauce going there, our basting sauce. So we're going to let that go. And then, so this is just going to cook up, and again, we're just going to make sure that it reads done on the meat thermometer. And then I'm going to move it over here, and I want to show you what we're going to do next here, okay? Because I have, as you'd imagine, cooked fried chicken. I actually cooked it at 7 a.m. this morning, so it was an interesting breakfast in my house. And so this is all set to go because I want to show you what we're going to do with this basting sauce now. So this is cooked up. It's beautiful. The whisk is here. I just want to whisk it around a little bit more. Just make sure everything's really melted together, full of goodness, full of deliciousness. And this, my friends, is going to make our chicken special. So what we want to do is I'm going to just use a spoon just to drizzle, pour it right over. See, we have some of this all ready for us, so it's just perfect. So there we go. And so you're going to baste this right on, this basting sauce. There we go. And then, oh my goodness. Okay, and this is what makes people insane. This is what makes people go, I cannot get enough Nashville hot chicken. So here it is, beautiful. So we have it warmed up, it's ready for us, it's good to go. And so I'm just loving on it. I'm loving on it. So I want you to take a look at that, and we have a photo we're going to show you after we've slipped this warm sauce on our chicken. We serve it warm, and it's amazing. You take a bite, and you'll experience a hot, sweet, salty coating with beautifully crisp skin. The dill pickles you see add an acidic element, and that really completes this dish because we brine the chicken too. You're going to find this incredibly succulent, moist flavor in the meat. Now, there's white bread there, and you have to serve it on white bread because it's Nashville style. I've added orange wedges for nice brightness and a little break from the heat too. Do you like that poolside shot? Well, that's because you need a party for this dish. Whether you bring it to a party or you have a party, it's just like that. If you're totally loving this, check out this introduction to authentic Nashville hot chicken.
1, 2, 3, do. Give me that spark, set this heart of mine ablaze. Fire on my tongue, let it linger there for days. So you gotta heat it, oh I need it. The spice a little thing and you're burning up my brain. Hey. If you can't stand the heat, get out of this kitchen. You and me, baby, gonna make a hot chicken.
It's sort of addictive. When you eat it, it hurts so good.
It's an awakening. The eyes go in the back of their heads, and my goodness, they start trembling.
Anytime you go through suffering or some sort of an emotional experience with people, you leave with a bond.
Some people just roll around on the floor.
A guy had brought in his own cool towel.
They're going like, yeah, I'm gonna be okay. Just give me a minute, I'm gonna be okay. You know.
They say you think it's hot going in, imagine it going out. I'm just saying.
Since the time I've been doing this, I might have had 7 that go in there and eat my pepper and get up and talk to me. No less than 10.
My father always brought it home, had it on the stove. When we woke up Sunday morning, I was looking forward to seeing this big greasy bag and couldn't hardly wait to attack it. It's been going in our family for over 80 years. Anyway, it had to have started with a woman. She's the one that's cooking.
Being able to represent an iconic food item that was really born and bred out of this town a long time ago. We're just thrilled to be a part of Nashville.
You know, forget New York and culinary school and everywhere I've had food around the world. Every now and then you find something that has a taste, a sensation, an emotional experience that is totally unique. And that is what I discovered in Nashville Hot Chicken.
Because our recipe is full of love, joy, peace, and happiness. Can't get that everywhere.
Anything else, if you ain't cooking out of a cast iron skillet, you ain't cooking.
He's just old school.
People come here from all over the world.
Many times they have their luggage off the airplane with them. They haven't even gone to a hotel room.
It's totally amazing. I can't believe it.
We've had people say, well, I saw you on Anthony Bourdain, CNN, or we read about you in New York Times.
We've been called all over the world to come and start a hot chicken place, but I'm afraid to go over the waters.
This is actually a look at our 3 hottest heat levels. This is hot, damn hot, and shut the cluck up. Shut the cluck up takes what's delicious about our hot chicken and just dumps heat and hellfire and hate all over it.
I asked you not to go over a meat.
No, there's actually no hate.
You're gonna get some bam when you first get it in your mouth. And then when you swallow it, you're gonna feel heat hit your esophagus. Then you think it's over. And then about 20 seconds, you're gonna get an illumination of hot.
We do have a garden hose attached outside of each back door of each restaurant. This is really good for the worst shut the cluck up moments. Milk is great too.
You get confused, you get dazed, then everything is funny.
I think having a heat level known as shut the cluck up is pretty cool and one that draws a lot of attention. But we've also got Southern fried chicken. So it becomes a choice and some people make bad choices.
We've seen great egos be humbled and they'll tell you, you got me.
Try it mild first, because our mild is hot. I don't go past mild.
My favorite is a breast quarter.
My plate of plates, minus the banana pudding and peach cobbler. Yes, I said and, I do both. But otherwise, this is it. It's our hot leg quarter on white bread with delicious kosher pickles, our pimento mac and cheese, and our creamy bacon redskin potato salad.
And you don't eat it with a knife and a fork. You just pinch it off.
I'm gonna order a small dark hot. I like bone-in chicken, I like dark meat chicken. I'll probably top that off with some collard greens and an order of french fries, crinkle cut french fries.
I don't care where you've had spicy chicken or buffalo wings or whatever.
No, just, this is Nashville.
The secret to Nashville is hot chicken.
Can he get out of this kitchen? But you and me, baby, gonna make a hot chicken.
So we're still working on our chicken here. And I just wanted to mention too, the pan that you fry your chicken in. Like I normally use a cast iron pan at home. We have an, again, induction burner here. As I was saying, it heats up really fast and you need to use flat bottomed cookware on it. So if you have a cast iron pan that has a flat bottom, it'll work. But if not, then you know, you do, it's whatever does the trick. So if you can use cast iron for your fried chicken, please do. Thanks so much for being with us on Hungry for Travel TV. I'm Carol Yelverton, and until I see you next time, stay hungry for travel.